All right, so here I'm going to start building my microKart. First off here, I have a new project. If you can't do a new project, that's okay. You can save it in your admin folder on your computer. I have saved it and I've titled it microKart. This is version 0.0. So I'm going to first off here create a new component. This is going to be my top piece again. Say top of the component here. I'm going to go to modify. I'm going to make a parameter. My parameter for this here is going to be the plywood. Okay, so ply again here. This here is going to be 3.0 millimeters. Now I'm going to change my unit right now to in millimeters here, and then this is thickness. This is thickness, and we're going to be using plastic for this here too. So 3.0, and then click OK. So it's 3 millimeters thick for the plywood. I'm also going to change my document settings here to make sure this is in millimeters, like so, and click OK. Then now I'm going to create a rectangle. So simply here I'm going to create another rectangle on center. So create a sketch, and I want to be on my top view, right here in my top view. And then I'm going to create a rectangle. This rectangle is going to be a center rectangle, like so. Stretch it out. I can make it as big or small as I want, because right now I'm going to dimension it. So D for dimension. My length here, my width, is going to be simply, I'm going to have this at 80. Okay, and then my other side here, the length of it here, I'm going to have this at 140. So that's the current size of my contraption right now. Then I'm going to click on, I want to add some rectangles along here, so for my joints. So I'm going to simply click here. I'm going to get rid of dimensions, get rid of constraints, just so I can see it a bit better. And then we're going to add some rectangles along the side, some in cuts, where we're going to be adding our pieces onto. So this here, I'm going to create a rectangle, and I'm going to create one right here, and simply right there, just to start that off here. I'm going to do another one here, another one here, another one here. This here, D for dimension, and simply I'm going to make this here. I'm going to make this ply, so plywood thickness here. And then I'm going to make this, let's go for, I'm looking at a ruler in front of me right now, and I'm going to make this 15. So this dimension here will be 15, just to keep things simple, 15 there. And then I'm going to go over here, I'm going to bring this 30 over. So this one here is going to be 30. Like so. So now that's 30 over from the side, and I can see my dimensions here if I want to. I can turn them on. Then I'm going to go to home view. Okay, I want to mirror this again, so create MI, mirror it, and then this is going to go across here. And I want to select my mirror line. I want to make sure my origin is on, and I want to select this mirror line right there, and then click OK. Then I'm going to take this here, and I'm going to go back to my top view. I'm going to mirror some things again, so create mirror. I'm going to select this piece and these pieces right here. And then I'm going to go over here to my mirror line, and I want to make sure I see my origin. Click home right here. And then click OK. And then I'm going to do one, we'll do two along here on the side too. So I'm going to make my top view, and I'm going to do another rectangle. This one right here. And then I'm going to dimension this out again. So D for dimension. And this is going to become ply. And then I'm going to do the same thing here. So D for dimension this here. This will be 15 millimeters. And then this here, I'm going to make this again. I think the last time I made it 30. I'm going to stick for 15 on this side just because it's a bit smaller. So 15, 15. Close this out here. Then I can mirror this again. So home view, you can see that here. And I want to create, I'm going to mirror it, and I'm going to select just that rectangle if I can. Oh, too much. So I'm going to go back to my top view, and on here I can go to create and mirror it, and like that. Oh, too much. And I'll go this way. And then create, mirror. Okay, I have 8 objects selected, which is all that stuff right there. And then select mirror line, and I go home. I can see it now. And I want to click on, might need to zoom around here on the other side. I want to click on this right here. and then click OK. And then top view here, and I can zoom out. Okay, I want to mirror those two pieces up top. Mirror this here, and this here, and then I'm going to go home view, and I want to select my mirror line, and I want to mirror it across there, and then click OK. And once it's mirrored, you can click on Finish Sketch if you want to, and then you can extrude this out. And this is going to go up by ply, P-L-Y, and click OK. Like that. Now I'm going to build my sides on here. I'm going to build one side and then show you how to build the other side. And then we'll talk about cutting out this internal spot right here. So I'm going to go to front view. Okay, get a front view on this here. And then I'm going to click on create. I'm going to create a new component. Actually, I'm going to go up top here. I'm going to activate this top component. Then I'm going to create a new component just for keeping our file organization organized. This is going to be side view, so side, and then click OK. Then I'm going to create a sketch. I want to project, so P for project. Okay, so P for, I guess I can click on this layer right here. And then I want to make sure I'm projecting on the right spot. So right here, 2, you can click and drag over, 3, 4, and 5. And you can double check that you're on the right spot. You want to be on this edge right here. If you're in the middle, you're going to undo it and come back. So Command Z, then I can click OK. Now I'm going to project, I'm going to draw on this shape right here. And I'm simply going to draw another rectangle here from the top, and I'm going to draw this down. It's going to be, I'm going to measure real fast. On my drawing here, my design, I've designed it to be 20. So 20, tab, this is 140. Enter. Okay, then I want to put a tab right here, connecting point. So this is actually going to have a little connection point here along the side, a little inlet to connect it. So so another rectangle here and here. Okay, I'll mirror it across here in a moment, but I'll zoom in on that so we can see it, dimension it. D for dimension. This becomes ply, P-L-Y. Then this here is going to become 15. Same as the other ones. 1, 5, enter. Oh, that's going to be too big. So I'm going to change that to 10. 15 is too big for that. And then I'm going to make sure that this here, I'm just going to bring it down from the very top. So let's dimension this here. So D for dimension. Boom, boom. Bring that down. I'm going to bring that down just 5, just to keep things more symmetrical across my object. Then I'm going to mirror that. So I'm going to get rid of these dimensions so I can see it better here. Dimensions, constraints, gone. Create, mirror. And I want to select this here, just that. And then I'm going to select my mirror line. Okay, I'm going to click home view so I can see it. And I want to mirror on this here. You can see it pops up there. And I click OK. Now I'm going to click on Finish Sketch. Okay, and then I want to extrude this. I want to extrude this piece here. I want to extrude this into the object, just making sure I'm doing the right pieces here. And I'm going to extrude this here. That section. Oh, sorry. Yeah, E for extrude. Boom, boom, boom. And we are going to go negative ply. And I'm creating a new body. So make sure it creates a new body and click OK. And then again here, I can go back up here. I can see my components now. See the two components I have. I can go to inspect. I can see display component colors and just see them, hopefully see them a bit different here. Sometimes that doesn't quite work. Let's see if that does there. I am already displaying component colors. You can see, I believe there are 2 different colors there. Cool. All right, then I can mirror that to the other side to create this last piece here. So imagine here on this side here, this is a little bit more tricky, and I'm going to go over that in a separate video, but this can be mirrored across there. I'm going to go back to here to top. Okay, I'm going to go to Sketches. So this drop-down menu, Sketches here. I want to go back to this sketch. I'm going to right-click on it. I'm going to edit that sketch. Okay, we're going to edit this now and see if we can. Well, actually, instead of editing it, we're going to finish that sketch, and we're going to add some other things in here. So I'm going to, on this top view, okay, I'm going to go top view here, component activate. I'm going to create a new sketch, okay, and I'm going to P for project. I want to be on here. So I'm going to project onto this top object here. And then click OK. So I'm going to draw on the top view, and you can see where I'm going to be drawing here. I'm drawing on this top part here for that project. And then I want to draw a rectangle. This rectangle is for your breadboard. I made my rectangle, and you can measure your breadboard, but I made mine 55 in width, and then I made it 80, roughly about 84 in length. So I'm going to put my breadboard, and you got to think about organization of your parts, of your motor, of your battery. I'm going to create my breadboard in this general area right here. So again, I was 54. Let's check in width here. Okay, I was about, nope. Yeah, about 54, 55. We'll just make it a little bit bigger, 55. Tab. And then this here, I can switch this. This is going to be about 80, 84, 85. We'll just make it 85. And again, this is going to be for our breadboard here. So 85, enter. Okay, and then I can move it. Okay, so M for move, and I can move this object over a little bit right here. I'm going to put it right about here because I need to leave space for my motor. So that can go right about there. Click OK. And then I'm going to create another sketch here, so another rectangle. This rectangle is for my motor. My motor on mine, and again, you're going to have to measure yours, so your motor base part here. Mine, okay, if I made my hole here, so that is roughly about 11 millimeters wide, and then roughly about 23 or 24 in length. So again, 11 wide, and then 24 in length there. And I'm going to move this around too, so M for move, and then select that base point, and this square, you can move things around to organize them a bit. And I'll put it right about here, I think. And we can test this out too. That's cool about the engineering design process, is that we're going to be able to test all of this out here. So let's put it right there. See, it'll lock on there. Oh. Anytime I click escape, it moves here. So let's try one more time. Should be able to go. And I click OK. Yeah, right there. Sweet. And I'm going to get rid of my dimensions here. Get rid of those constraints so you can see that better. And last thing, you're going to put your battery pack here. To save time, I'm not going to do that in this video here, but if I click on finish my sketch here, and then I'm going to go home view, and I'm going to extrude this, so E for extrude, and this is going to be negative ply. Negative ply, enter, okay, and then I guess I got to do both these at the same time. So extrude, and then negative ply. Boom, like that. And you can see this contraption starting to come together here for my microKart. But that's a start on this project here. We'll talk about this more individually or in another video on how to do that other side piece here. But this one can just be mirrored to that side right there. All right, sweet. I'm going to save it, and that's the end of this video.